First thing you want to do is make sure you have your battery disconnected. Then we're going to remove the run tow switch cover. There are 3 push pins that hold this in. You'll need to remove those. You'll want to keep them again because you're going to reinstall them again once you've finished. We'll just take this, move it off to the side. Now we've already removed the battery cables and motor cables from here. We do want to show you how to pull the connector off of the controller. And to do that, hook your finger in behind it, pull up on it, and then just pull out on the connector. Once you've done this, just move that connector off to the side of the vehicle as well. Next, we'll be removing the solenoid mount and the resistor cage from this. To do this, we'll remove the top 2 bolts from the controller. And we'll move the resistor cage off to the side as well. Our next step is the bottom 2 bolts for the controller. Once you remove the bolts from the controller, we'll just pull the controller out of the mounting bracket. And we'll put that off to the side. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to reroute our power cables, so instead of going from underneath the controller, we'll move them off to the side. So we'll just pull our power cables over to the side here. Now, the cables themselves should be marked. If they are not marked, you may want to put your own labels on them. And next, we're going to install the TAC2 controller. So to install the TAC2 controller in here, just place it in the same orientation as the original Curtis controller. The connector on the TAC2 goes down towards the bottom. We're going to reinstall the bolts for the controller at the bottom. So we're going to install the bolts just finger tight for now. We'll tighten them up in a minute. Next, we're going to put the solenoid bracket and the resistor cage back on. And we'll just be reusing the original mounting hardware. And then tighten up the 4 bolts. Next, we're going to plug our connector back into the controller. The connector is now at the bottom instead of on the side of the controller. And if you have the on-the-fly programmer, you can plug it in now as well. So next, we're going to hook up our battery negative cable to the controller. If you're upgrading your wires, this is a really good time to do that. And then we'll hook up our motor phase cables. U goes to U, V goes to V, W goes to W. Next, we'll add our resistor cable to the resistor output of the controller. And last, we're going to add our new battery positive cable. This will go from our solenoid over to the battery positive post of the controller. And the other side of it goes to the solenoid. And finally, we'll just reinstall the run tow switch cover. And that completes the installation of the TAC2 in the RXV.